Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to your Alpha Trades market update. Quick analysis today. First thing I want to mention is just this video that Kobe had from last year. And I'm going to play this for you. It's only 30 seconds long, but it's extremely important in what it's trying to convey, which is in bear markets, most people give up or quit. And this is really the time to do research, something that I've harped over and over again. And, do research, stay involved, try to figure out some way to sort of stay vested in the market. So I'm going to play this for you real quick.
Rebuy the all-time high breakout. So they rebought at like 20K and they play the bull market. They're a little bit naturally bearish, and the bear market hits and they stay interested for about a year. And then towards the tail end, like late 2018, 2019, they just naturally lose interest and they go, oh, this shit's over. I've got life commitments, whatever. And then they get back involved when it starts getting frothy again. And those are the people that are not going to make it. So if there is one piece of advice that I can give, is like find a way to remain the same level of interest that you have now. When you check the chart every day, you like lose sleep over your positions, whatever the fuck you're doing.
So the reason I wanted to mention that video is because that video properly conveys exactly how almost everybody feels at this particular moment, which is you're now in the depths of the bear market, and it feels grueling and it feels painful, and you kind of want to give up, or you are chopping yourself to death by trading the market in a way that's really not productive. So one thing I can tell you is, at least in the Alpha Trades community, right, we still try to manage our risk in our positions, in our trades. We still try to trade the market. But even comparing our performance to the market benchmark, such as either BTC or Ethereum, our trading challenge, which is our 5K challenge right here, we are actually down less than BTC and Ethereum from a year-to-date basis, okay? And the reason I mention that is because it is important to recognize where you are in comparison to the market, the market benchmarks, such as, Bitcoin, right? And our account in the 5K challenge account is definitely down less. So what do you do in this situation if you're down more? But you have to reassess your trading strategies. You have to understand what you're doing with your time in the market. Are you just constantly checking charts, putting on leverage, and not able to execute positioning properly? Should you be doing more research? Should you be looking at, maybe more newer coins, or researching into ecosystems, newer opportunities, newer, trading strategies, etc. Right? That is something that's up to you. But the reason I mention this is because I often see whether it's people, from our public Discord or YouTube comments or Twitter, the social media world, almost everyone at this particular time in the market is so fed up. They're kind of just ready to just, let go and let things drop further, or they think that everything's going to zero. They don't want to be involved. And they say that, well, they want to be involved, when the bull market starts, right? Well, the bull market doesn't start by letting you know with a notification that it's starting. You have to stay involved on a day-to-day basis to recognize, first of all, when a bull market is starting, and also where the bull market will start, right? You don't know if the next bull market will contain NFTs or DeFi. It could be something completely different with new narratives, okay? So that's why you want to stay involved. So anyway, if you are interested in joining our community, you can go to thealphatrades.com. Stay involved in the crypto bear markets, the crypto bull markets. Our community has been involved since 2017, 18, 19, 2020, 2021. We never gave up in the depth of the bear market, and we're still not giving up now. We're fighting hard constantly to put out as much alpha, as much information as we can for our members, so we can be ready to go for the next bull market. Okay, so today what I want to talk about is first of all, where we are in context of price action and anywhere close to a new bull market, and then of course some trading opportunities. And then I just want to let y'all know that I have been trading on this exchange, Bitget exchange. for the past several weeks. I really like the exchange a lot. I mentioned them on my Twitter feed as well. Let me see, pull up my Twitter feed here. You can access my referral link right there. Okay. On this referral link, first of all, you get this campaign deposit, deposit payback, which is any deposit that you have, you'll get 20% payback on your deposit, which is fantastic. And I can tell you right now, FTX, Binance, and KuCoin are well-established exchanges. They do not need to pay people or give them rewards to stay and trade on their exchange, right? And I don't really like that, because I think exchanges, after a while, they take advantage of your volume, your loyalty, and they don't pay you anything in return, right? They get all your fees, they get your volume, they get your loyalty, and you don't get anything back. And at least on Bitget, they're giving you rewards for your volume, for your loyalty, for your deposits. And I like that a lot. And I've been trading on Bitget for the past several weeks. I like it. I like it. The exchange is smooth. It's as good as any other exchange. So yeah, it's pretty solid. Make sure you all check it out. Okay. And let me see here. So let's get the price action, right? So real quick, on a smaller time frame basis, here's kind of what I see. Okay. I see a range that's developing. Let me get rid of this. I see a range that's developing, which is, 23,000 is a range high, 21,500 is a range low. As long as we're between these 2 points, right? I think the tradable range then is that. Once we start breaking inside 21.5, then you can take some short opportunities down towards, maybe 20,000, maybe 19,000. Okay. Then the trading range becomes 21.5 to a low of 19. If we get back closer to, say, 23,000 and break above this area, then I would start targeting 25, 26, and maybe, even higher. Okay. But until then, again, keep in mind the trading range is right here, which is where we are right now. Yesterday, we had a pretty nice spillover right after the new weekly open started, right? We had a pretty significant sell-off for the last, or for the first 4 or 5 hours, bounced up overnight, and now, looks like maybe we're trying to break down further, in which case, again, keep an eye on 21.5 as the next support level, okay? On a daily basis, here's kind of what I see. All right, we're still sitting on top of this range high. So let me zoom in real quick. We're still sitting on top of this range high, which is 21.7. This range high is defined from June 21st. As long as we're sitting above this range high, right, near term, you can assume we're going to chop, here, right, which is, again, on a smaller time frame, that would be around, $23,000, right? So assume that from here, we're going to bounce back up because the probabilities are high, back towards 23, or back, doing something like this. Because if you're getting short now, prices have a higher probability to bounce from here, and make sure you take that into account, that it can bounce higher before it, breaks down further. The higher probability trade for a short is that you wait for this to break, or you wait for a bounce and short higher, and then short once again once this thing breaks back inside this range high. Okay, this structure right here reminds me of what happened back here in March and April, which is we had defined a range high right there. Price broke up above this level, retested that range high, bounced up for 4 or 5 days, spill over, right? And then boom, and then boom. Okay. I'm not expecting such a massive drop this time around again, but just keep in mind that once you start getting back inside this range high, then we start expecting this range low, which is around $19,000. Okay. On a Bitcoin analysis basis, as well as just, daily exchange volumes, you can kind of see that volume has come down significantly from last year in May, right? And what this tells you is exchanges themselves, overall, they're trying to they're reeling from the fact that within bear markets there's a lot of concern. People don't trade as much, or they're putting on significant leverage and just getting liquidated, right? So of course, liquidity dries up, volumes dry up, and that is just sort of the natural path of markets. what you want to keep an eye on is what are going to be some exceptional assets with some potential catalysts that might do well in the upcoming, say several months, right? As of right now, in my opinion, crypto doesn't really have catalysts other than Ethereum, which has the Ethereum merge coming up on September 19th, 2022. But even Ethereum, and by the way, Ethereum has been a relatively strong performer. As you can see, Ethereum is up almost 43% for the last entire month of July, as you can see right there, right? So this is the beginning of July right there, okay? From the beginning of July, Ethereum, let me go over here. So from the beginning of July, Ethereum is up almost 49%, right? Only SNX, Aave, MATIC, and Curve have outperformed Ethereum, but Ethereum is pretty good performer because it's such a bigger market cap asset, and it does not have massive volatility up and down before it reaches higher, right? So that kind of gives you a better sort of incentive to trade Ethereum rather than say something like MATIC or Aave or SNX or Curve. Okay, so just, and of course, like I said, it has a fundamental catalyst. Now, with Ethereum, I see a couple of different options that may come up. Number one, support and resistance levels that I'm watching right now. Support levels, 1450, clear support level. In this channel, a clear support level, right? Currently, we're printing these higher lows, not too bad. As long as we stay above 1450, I still think we can have a chance at range high as long as BTC does not break back inside 21.7. Once BTC does something like this right here, I think alts are going to start breaking down and flushing down harder. As long as BTC stays above this area, I actually think that there's a moderately high chance that not only do we get towards range high again, 1630, but in fact, we crack it and head towards 1730 and maybe as high as 2150, okay? Which again, would be wholly dependent on what BTC does. If BTC is doing this and this, then you best be sure Ethereum is probably going towards $1,900 or $2,000. Okay. The other altcoin I'm also paying attention to closely is Solana and MATIC. More so MATIC, just because structurally, MATIC looks very, very strong. It is up almost 3x from the lows. That's a good sign. And more importantly, MATIC is kind of just really tightly consolidating under 95 cents. So as long as BTC holds structure, like I said, above 21.7, I believe Ethereum and MATIC could be the bigger runners up. And MATIC could put up numbers back towards $1, which is a big, bold, even number, and possibly as high as $1.26. I am now, as of right now, I'm not short or long biased right now. I'm trying to take, trades on a day-to-day basis, intraday trades, no big swing trades, just because I don't think the market is setting up for swing trading positions anyway. So that's kind of where I am. From a total market cap perspective, you could kind of see on a 4-hour basis, definitely does not look good. This could be seen as maybe a head and shoulder style pattern. If it starts breaking this level, this is total 2, by the way, so this is altcoin market cap. If this starts breaking down, I would expect a drop towards $530 billion, which from here presently is about a 6.5% drop, right? So that could easily mean, almost a 6 to 10% drop in other altcoins, okay? I could, kind of see that it's also maybe somewhat like of a retest that we may do somewhere down here like that. And if we stay above this level, then we could start shooting back up, break back down inside. Like I said, short, take this back towards the range lows down here. Effectively looking at total 2 market cap means that you're, looking at Ethereum and MATIC and most altcoins really. Okay, cool. Let me see here. From the macro perspective, here are 2 important factors that are coming up in this week ahead. Wednesday, we have the FOMC conference. So the Jay Powell is going to hold a conference regarding Fed rate decision hike. And Facebook has its earnings. Tuesday, which is tomorrow, Google and Microsoft have their earnings. And then Thursday, we have something even more important, which is Q2 GDP. which is going to be particularly important, which will be defining either, if we're in a recession or not. And then Amazon and Apple earnings. One thing that I definitely did not like is it seems like the White House is sort of preparing people. Where is it? I just posted this yesterday. I think it was right here. So the White House here in the US has kind of tried to manipulate the definition of a recession, which I am definitely very paranoid now, because I think they're thinking that GDP is going to be bad for this past quarter, the way it's going to be reported. And that means that they might be preparing the markets like, hey, shit's about to get volatile. It's about to be a rocky week. So we have, like I said, FOMC meeting, as well as GDP data, as well as earnings this week. Be cautious, be careful, size down, place your stops appropriately. This is not the time to be taking directional positions. Worst case scenario, you just wait, right? Don't put on any trades until all this crap is done. All right, remember, this is the schedule for the week, okay? If you don't think that you have the skill to trade the current market, I would probably stay out of the market until basically about Friday, okay? Or after, Thursday, after all this stuff is done. All right. Again, not investment advice, but that's what I would do. Okay. Anyway, that's really about it. Make sure you all check out Bitget. Like I said, fantastic exchange. You can sign up under my ref link here in the YouTube video below, or in your top right of your screen. Again, you get paid and rewards, and you also have opportunities to earn $4,163 based on these requirements that Bitget has. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Take care. Cheers. And I hope to catch up with y'all soon.